Gordie Howe is one of the greatest players in hockey history, a man who cheated father time to play in the NHL in 5 different decades, a man who won 4 Stanley Cup championships, had 23 NHL All-Star appearances, won 6 Hart trophies, and 6 Art Ross trophies as the NHL's most valuable player and top point scorer, a man who had 22 consecutive NHL seasons on scoring on at least 23 goals. And what's crazy is that this list of achievements barely scratches the surface on how Mr. Hockey has left an impact on the game we see today. Born on March 31st, 1928 in Floral, Saskatchewan, as one of 9 children, Gordie Howe's pro career got off onto a bad foot. But not necessarily for Howe, but for the New York Rangers and Lester Patrick, who famously told the 14-year-old Howe at their tryout camp in Winnipeg that he might as well go home because he'd never be a pro hockey player. This opened the door for Jack Adams, Detroit Red Wings manager, who pounced on the right winger. He spent the 1945-46 season with the USHL's Omaha Knights, averaging nearly a point per game and earning a salary of $2,500, which is essentially the equivalent of $43,000 USD today. The following season, Howe made his NHL debut and was able to secure a goal in his very first game. He also lost 2 teeth in that game, one to an elbow. That game was the first of 1,687 games that he would play for Detroit, an NHL record for a single franchise, as are his 786 goals and 1,809 points. Howe's career really took off in the 1940s when Detroit's coach Tommy Ivan conceived the strategy of positioning seasoned player Sid Abel at center, flanked by Ted Lindsay on the left and Gordie Howe on the right. This trio rapidly became a sensation in the league, known as the production line, a moniker reflecting the remarkable scoring output as well as a nod to Detroit's iconic automobile manufacturing lines. Although Abel was in a twilight of his career, Ivan knew that he could still be effective with the 2 younger, faster wingers, who would compensate for his lack of speed and bring out the best of what was left in him. The trio, who spent extra time after practice working together, had tremendous chemistry, which showed on ice and immediately paid dividends. The production line led the Red Wings to 2 Stanley Cups in 1950 and 1952, while winning 3 Art Ross trophies among them. This line also became the first and only in league history to finish 1, 2, 3 in points. They accomplished this feat in 1949-50 season when Lindsay, Abel, and Howe swept the top spots. By 1952, as Abel entered the twilight of his career and was traded, a young talent named Alex Del Vecchio stepped up to fill the position, creating the production line 2. This line would go on and dominate, winning back-to-back Stanley Cups in the 1954 and 1955 seasons. Both of these lineups were instrumental in propelling the team to secure 4 Stanley Cup victories within a span of 6 years, marking a golden era in the team's history and Howe's career. Not only did they win 4 Stanley Cups, Mr. Hockey led the Red Wings to 7 consecutive first-place regular season finishes. During the apex of his career in 1968 to the 69 season, Gordie Howe continued to showcase his unrivaled talent and skill. At the age of 40, Howe defied conventional expectations of aging athletes, proving that his abilities on ice knew no bounds. Throughout that season, Howe's performance was nothing short of remarkable as he tallied an impressive 103 points, including 44 goals and 59 assists, in 76 games played. Despite being in the later stages of his incredible career, Howe's impact on the game remained as potent as ever. His leadership and scoring ability were instrumental in guiding the Detroit Red Wings to a successful season, earning the team a playoff spot. Howe's stellar play did not go unnoticed as he was selected to play in the first NHL All-Star game, highlighting his continued dominance and excellence in the league. Howe retired after the 1970-71 season to work in the Detroit's front office, but he moved to the new World Hockey Association to skate with his sons, Mark and Marty Howe, for the Houston Aeros beginning in 1973-74. He scored 100 points in that first season and led the Aeros to back-to-back WHA titles. After finishing 4 seasons with the Aeros, Howe moved to the WHL's New England Whalers. That team was absorbed into the NHL in 1979 as the Hartford Whalers. and Howe completed his final seasons with them. He played a full season, scoring 15 goals and 26 assists. Gordie Howe's amazing career was marked by a mountain of awards and titles that solidified his status as one of the greatest players in NHL history. Among his most respected awards were 6 Hart Memorial trophies, awarded to the league's most valuable player, which he won in 1952, 53, 57, 58, 60, and 63. Howe's offensive skill was also recognized with 6 Art Ross trophies for leading the league in scoring. Additionally, Howe's exceptional performance were honored with 4 Stanley Cup championships with the Detroit Red Wings. His contributions to the organization were further recognized when his iconic number 9 was retired by the team in 1971. Howe's legacy extended beyond individual awards and titles, as he was selected to 23 NHL All-Star games, a testament to his consistent excellence throughout his career. In recognition of his enduring impact on the sport, Howe was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1972, solidifying his place among the game's all-time greats, and was also the first player to be awarded the NHL Lifetime Achievement Award. Gordie Howe's greatness stemmed from a well-rounded skill set that made him a force to be reckoned with on the ice. His ability to excel in every aspect of the game set him apart from even his contemporaries and secured his legacy as one of the most complete players in hockey history. One of Howe's most impressive attributes was his scoring ability. With a powerful and accurate wrist shot, Howe could find the back of the net from virtually any angle on the ice. His scoring records speak for themselves. He remains the first player in NHL history to have scored over 800 goals or more, finishing his career with an astonishing 801 tallies, and behind only Gretzky and Ovechkin for career totals. Howe's innate understanding of positioning and anticipation allowed him to find spaces and capitalize on scoring opportunities with a precision and efficiency. Complementing his scoring touch was Howe's exceptional playmaking ability. Not unlike the great Mario Lemieux, Howe was able to thread the needle with pinpoint passes and create scoring chances for his teammates. Howe's playmaking skills were evident in his impressive assist totals, as he ranks among the top 10 in NHL history with 1,049 assists. However, what truly set Howe apart from his peers was his physical presence on ice. Standing at 6 feet tall and weighing over 200 pounds, Howe was an imposing figure who was not afraid to use his size and strength to his advantage. He was a relentless forechecker and a fierce competitor along the boards, often delivering bone-crushing body checks that left opponents in awe. This physicality, combined with his skill and scoring ability, made Howe a complete package that was virtually impossible to contain. One particular incident that exemplified Howe's ruggedness occurred during the 1950 playoffs against the Toronto Maple Leafs. In a collision with Ted Kennedy, Howe suffered a severe head injury that left him unconscious on the ice. The impact was so severe that it caused a brain injury, leading to his teammates affectionately nicknaming him Blinky due to his involuntary blinking caused by the injury. Despite this traumatic incident, Howe's resilience and determination were unshakable as he returned to the ice just 10 days later, donning a helmet to protect his recovering head. One of the most infamous incidents that exemplified Gordie Howe's physical dominance and toughness occurred during the game against the New York Rangers in 1959. In a heated altercation with Rangers forward Lou Fontinato, Howe found himself involved in a vicious fight that left both players bloodied and bruised. However, it was Howe who emerged as the victor, delivering a steady stream of punches that inflicted severe damage to Fontinato's face. The beating was so severe that he was left with a shattered nose, a concussion, and numerous facial fractures, requiring plastic surgery to reconstruct his face. Despite the brutality of the incident, Howe's actions were driven by the unwavering competitive spirit and willingness to stand his ground, qualities that earned him both respect and fear from his opponents throughout his career. Over his career, Howe's physical style of play was a consistent source of frustration for opponents, who often resorted to employing aggressive tactics in an attempt to slow him down. However, Howe's ability to not only withstand but also dish out punishment on the ice made him an intimidating opponent, earning the respect and admiration of teammates, rivals, and fans alike. Gordie Howe's impact on the game of hockey is a legacy that continues to resonate even over half a century later. From his humble beginnings in the plains of Canada to his legendary career with the Red Wings, Howe's name has become synonymous with excellence, determination, and a passion for the sport of hockey. His remarkable statistics remain as impressive today as they were when he first achieved them, a testament to Howe's offensive skill and unparalleled longevity in the sport. While his records may have been broken over the years, Howe's achievements stand as a reminder of his exceptional talent and dominant presence on the rink. Beyond the numbers, it was Howe's well-rounded skill set, combined scoring touch, playmaking abilities, and unmatched physicality that truly set him apart from his contemporaries and solidified his place among the all-time greats. From shattering scoring records to guiding the Red Wings to multiple Stanley Cup triumphs, Gordie Howe's impact on the game is long-lasting, remaining as relevant and awe-inspiring today as it was during his playing days. Without a doubt, Gordie Howe stands tall among the greatest players to ever grace the ice.